Everybody, Bill Nichols here. Today bringing you an unboxing of a drone that I picked up while I was at Drone. So I was at Drone a couple weeks ago, and there were all kinds of drones there, and a couple of particular ones that were follow me style drones. So keep one thing in mind when I'm going through the unboxing and showing you the video. A drone like this, a drone like the Breeze, they're not direct competitors with something like a Unique Typhoon H or DJI Phantom 4. These are ones that are designed to follow you. You're not going to do long range stuff with them. I'll go through some pros and cons of each that I see, and then we'll get them out of box. We'll get them out flying. I'll do some videos on them and let you decide what you think. So the first one that I'm going to show you is this. This is the Skye Orbit. So this is a follow me style drone. It's actually got a really cool design. You can see my other video that I did on it right over here somewhere. I'll put a card or something. I don't know if this is the right side on YouTube or not, but I think it is. So if so, there's some cards here. Go take a look. So this is the Skye Orbit. This is largely an autonomous drone. So it is. It uses a GPS tracker that's on your wrist in a smartphone app. You can get a controller with it. I have the controller. The controller isn't a standard item that comes with it. Let's just open it up and take a look. So right off the bat, you've got nice packaging. It's white box. Look at this thing. Look at this. Can you see this? It is a. Okay, so there's some ultrasonic sensors here. It looks like. For probably for the ground or for positioning. You've got a camera up here that's stabilized with, I believe it's a single axis gimbal. We're going to take a look as we get it out, take a look on it. Let's open up what else is in the box. Oh wow, we've got these two boxes. I'm going to get rid of this big box. Throw that over there. Let's just take a look at the drone to start with. So here's the Skye Orbit. It looks like some kind of a spider, some UFO alien spider thing. These feet, they're on with Allen wrenches. It's pretty small, so I mean it's relatively compact. So this is something you could strap to your back, or more, you could just put it into a backpack, and it doesn't seem like you'd be too worried about breaking anything. Maybe these legs, but overall pretty sturdy. These are carbon fiber arms, plastic body. It's I don't know if it has a battery in it. Let's see. Oh wow, so there's how the battery comes in. You have this little switch here, this pops up, and that comes off. Battery goes right here. You've got your camera, you've got these sensors, 4 blades, so it's a quadcopter, and pretty neat design overall. Now to turn this thing on, you put your hand right here. So let's find a battery and take a look. Pretty nice packaging overall. This is the charger. So there's your charger for the battery. I guess that flips up. You've got that. So you've got battery, charger, cables. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is your tracker. So this is the tracker. So this can go on apparently around your head. You make it smaller, goes on your wrist, could go around your leg, could go around a backpack, could go around whatever. Now, what's different about this compared to some others is that this has a GPS itself built in. This has a GPS, so they can compare their locations and track. You adjust your initial angle and everything from what I'm told with the app. I haven't downloaded the app. I haven't looked at the app yet, so I will. We'll take a look at it. But right now, just unboxing this thing. You've got some cables here. I should probably open the box properly, but why would I do that? A power cable for the charger. Tracker. Oh, another little micro USB cable. And I'm going to guess that the battery and the props are in here. Yep. All right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 sets of props, a battery, and that's it in there. So I believe that they said 20 to 25 minute flight time. It is a 5100 milliamp hour battery. It's lighter than a Phantom, so you probably are going to get 25 minutes of flight time or so, 20 to 25. Let's throw this in, see if we can power it up. Hopefully it doesn't just take off. So battery just drops right in. Looks like it clicks in. Yeah, it clicks in. So even if this cover falls off, it's going to stay in. And we're supposed to just go like this, woo, put our hand on it, and it'll power up. Ooh, it did. Look, it's on. Oh, that's cool. These light up too. So these guys light up. Oh, so these are actually lights here. So that's cool. So these are lights. These are lights below. Cool design. Like, actually a really innovative design. This is different than anything else that's out there. The props, let's see, how do we tell? There are 2 with dots here and 2 not with dots. So this says to tighten, go this way. So, all right, so that's the right side. So just get it together really quick, kind of show you the whole shebang here. So there it is. That is the whole thing. It took just a minute to get on. I actually like this. Does this turn it off? Oh, it's off. No, it's on. Okay, something else to turn it off. I don't know if you hold on, if you do or maybe you have to do your left hand. I don't know how to turn it off. We'll figure that out later. So a couple of things on here. Here's the tracker. I don't know if the tracker's turned on. I mean, if the tracker's charged. Oh, well, the tracker has one battery of one little bubble of charge. I'm excited to get this out and see how it works. The couple of things that I think right off the bat, I'm a little bit leery when they don't have a 3-axis gimbal. So this is going to stabilize here, but I don't know how it's going to stabilize, if you're, panning or you're kind of, you've got some roll going on or something else, but, just some, up and down movement here, that camera will be able to stabilize, but I don't know about anything where it's got any roll or kind of yaw to it or anything. So we'll find that out. Maybe it uses some sort of electronic stabilization. I do believe that right now it is 1080p, 60 frames a second for video. And I want to say 13 megapixel stills, so they could definitely do 4K video. I'm going to dig in more to what the sensor is and find out if they will be doing 4K video or not. It has built-in storage, so built-in 16 gig. And really what they've said is that this isn't, you're not going to take this out and shoot, long-range stuff or shoot a ton of photos and then bring this back and, want to do anything more than with the card. So I don't know the reason for making the memory on board unless that's to drive costs down, but they have a social sharing app that they're encouraging, that's how they want to see you interact with this. So we'll dig deep into that in another video. But there's a con there. Memory's not removable, so if something goes bad with it, you're gonna send it back for warranty. But the one thing right off the bat that I like the design. I like that the tracker has a GPS in it. We'll find out how good it tracks or not. All right, guys, so I'm out here in the Whiting Ranch area. I apologize first off for the audio. I'm recording this through the mic on the GoPro session. Audio on the GoPro is actually pretty good for the session. So we're out here. I've got the Skye Orbit Plus. So I'm going to take it out today. We're going to do some follow me tests, doing some climbing, doing some descending, see how it keeps up, see how it follows, see what the video quality is. And they have this point lock mode where you can put it up in a place, kind of like a tripod, and it should just track you from there. So we'll try that mode out as well. So here's what I've done so far. Look at this GT40, or look at this Ford GT. Wow, that was a Ford GT Gulf Oil Edition. I've only ever seen that car twice. What an amazing car. I'm a total car nut. Anyway, back to this. So what I've done is I've, sorry for that little kind of sidetrack there. I just can't help it. What a beautiful car. So I've taken the Skye Plus tracker. I've turned it on. It has 3 lights, which I think means that it has more than 10 satellites, more than 11 or so. So I know that 2 lights means that it has somewhere between 8 and 10. So more than 10 satellites, so it should be good. I'm gonna strap this to my knee. I'm going to set the video on 1080p, 60 frames a second. We're gonna do a couple of modes. I'm gonna have it follow going uphill, follow going downhill. Then we're gonna do the point lock where it's gonna stay in one place and it should track the tracker. So it should get a cool tracking shot that way. Came out here mountain biking the other day and I just have a little Volkswagen Passat, nice economy family car. And I pulled up here. There's a guy that had a sea sucker. If you don't know what a sea sucker is, It's a suction cup rack, so instead of having a regular bike rack like this Yakima here, it has suction cups on it. Also, here's the Orbit Plus. Actually, it straps on pretty good. He had a sea sucker rack on a Ferrari FF with 2 mountain bikes on it. Amazing. All right, so let's get out of here. I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna put the GoPro mounted onto my chest, so that way we can do some views of the app and what. I'll walk you through some of it, and then let's get out there. So I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so I'm heading up to this area called Santiago Truck Trail. All right, guys. So Santiago Truck Trail, I'm gonna go through a couple things that I'm gonna consider from a safety perspective before I get started. So right off the bat, I've got these power lines. I don't wanna fly anywhere near these, so I wanna make sure I get a good calibration. I don't wanna take a chance on flying an unproven drone, being one that I haven't personally proven out, of going into these giant power lines and costing somebody a bunch of time and money and whatever else. So, I'm gonna ride up this trail here along this ridge, somewhere over there, maybe about a mile or so, and take a look. I'll get it set up, and now you can see this mountain's on the left-hand side, so I'm gonna start with the drone off to the right. I'm gonna power it up, get it finding some satellites for GPS. I'm gonna use the phone right here so that you can see the phone app. We can walk through it, and that's it. Other than that, I'm gonna be really careful because we're in mountain lion country. If you want to hear a little human interest story, stay tuned 48 seconds. If not, fast forward about 48 seconds to a minute. So my friend Mark Reynolds, who was on my cycling team back in the mid-90s, he was a mountain biker. He came out from Texas, really did a lot of work to get cyclocross started in Southern California. We were in San Diego together. I left San Diego, went up north, and then a few years later came back down to San Diego, was looking at my old team, saw this information about Mark Reynolds Memorial Road Race. It's like, what the heck? You don't have a memorial unless somebody's dead. He was a really good friend of mine. And I look at the site and come to find out in this area, he was stalked and killed by a mountain lion while mountain biking. Out on his own like today, no, I'm not worried about that. He had a mechanical failure apparently. His chain broke. He was crouched over. A mountain lion came up, grabbed him from behind, drug him off, buried him. The next day, that same mountain lion attacked a girl that was hiking with her friend and started to drag her off. Her friend was able to scare the mountain lion enough and punch it and kick it and whatever to get her off. The woman, Debbie, she survived. Had a lot of injuries, but she survived. In the course of that, they went down the trail where the mountain lion was dragging her. They found Mark's partially buried and consumed body, and that's when everybody found out what happened to Mark. So, but mountain lions are key to this habitat as well because they control deer, so that the deer aren't out running around like crazy. Otherwise, we'd have a huge population of deer that would be killing all of the vegetation. So it's a balance here. Got to respect the environment. So that's it. My human interest story. Thoughts to my friend Mark. So sad. He was such an awesome guy. All right, guys, so we just started over there. We're up here close to about a mile or so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this following me. I'm gonna go around this road here, and I think over to that point. See if it'll follow me the whole way. We've got 2 charged batteries, so we can give this a try. So let me get my gloves off, let me get the drone out, get my phone going. So there it is. I've got the Skye Tracker. The Skye Tracker has 4 bubbles on it, so it should be good. Now here's something unique. Just hold your hand on it. It is on. See the blue light? Okay, now we're going to wait a few for Wi-Fi to come up. Hopefully the GoPro can see the screen just fine. So you should see the Skye. Now I've connected to it previously, just to get the app up and running. It takes about 30 or 40 seconds or so. Okay, as a little side note, I edited that so that it appeared really quick. It took about 30 to 40 seconds. So it's connected right now. So let's go in here. Let's go to the Skye Plus app. We're going to say connect. Digital compass calibration required. Okay, so it says, so right here you've got this orange light. So this is to pick it up pretty much just like the Phantom until this light turns green. So we're going to pick it up this way, it says. Rotate around 3 times apparently. There's 1. Yeah, I'm going to get dizzy before I get my mountain bike. Oh, wow, there, it's green. Let's hit next. Hold the drone sideways with the camera facing down. All right, so we'll hold it like this, camera facing down. Do it again. And it's green. All right, that looks good. That's an easy calibration. Pretty much exactly the same as a Phantom. Not a surprise there. Complete. All right, so here's our controls. So I'll go through a couple things really quick. Settings for the camera right here. So resolution, do 1080p 60 frames a second. Why does it not? It's not letting me choose the quality there. That's weird. I mean, it definitely sees it. So ISO, auto. It's not letting me choose any of those. White balance. Let's reset all. All right, let's see if we can choose those again. No. All right, well, there's a problem. This is one-click return available. Okay. Follow me tracking is only available after taking off. Got some settings here, which this is your different tracking range. I've got it set down to 16 feet, so it can be as close as we want it to be. Joystick mode, I don't really care about. Let's go middle sensitivity on the joystick. Wi-Fi is already done. Battery, 19 minutes remaining. We haven't taken off yet. Digital compass calibration all done. Remote control, we are not pairing remote. Flight scene, let's do land so it'll supposedly keep with altitude. If you're like at the beach or something, you could do surface, then it would just maintain, I guess, 1 altitude. Remote controller setting. All right, that looks good. Let's, what is this? I think that's the distance to me, the elevation, the speed, the battery, the tracker battery. All right, let's take off. We will swipe. Oh, geez. All right, there it is. So let's go up. All right, that looks good. Let's go back. All right, that looks good. All right, so hopefully the GoPro is picking it up. There it is right there. The camera-wise, let's go like this. Let's change the camera up. Hey, why won't it look at me? It's above me and it's not. See how high it is there? And yet the camera stays at an angle. So there I am right there, but I cannot get the camera to go any further. Let's back up some then. I'm going to get away from my bike. So we've got the GPS tracker on. Let's go in here to tracking mode prohibited under HD resolution. Please switch to sports mode before entering tracking. Camera settings, resolution, sports. Camera settings, resolution, sports. Are you kidding me? Apparently, I'm not even recording. Timeout on the app. Just so you guys know, I have turned this on and went through any updates. The app is brand new. The heck is this? Tracking mode. Switch to sports mode before entering tracking mode. All right, well, I guess I'll bring it back and land it. There's no changes, but all right, let's do that again. Simple enough. Let's do this little dance. Let's complete the calibration. Let's see if we can. Oh, there, it's set to sports. Okay, I don't. So apparently it's mapped over here. It's not actually that button. That's ridiculous. There's a problem with the software. Let's get it to back up again. Let's get the camera up. So you can see how high it is right now, and it still can't get me in the frame because the camera physically stops. Okay, but there we are. Okay, let's take it out and up, because while I want the drone to stay over there, I don't know once I start moving if it's going to. All right, guys, so I've got it back on, new battery. I'm so sure that it's going to tell me that it needs to do a calibration because of a geographically different area, even though we are in the same area. With some really, yep, digital, God, really calibration required. Let's pick it up and do the calibration. Here we go. If you're not entering this market with something that works pretty much perfectly, it's got some great features and some great video and some other tech, then you're not going to make it. And this is supposed to be this follow me drone, and right now it's not doing any of that. All right, so we're calibrated, complete. My tracker is still on, 4 satellites. Let's take off. Look at that, it takes off really nicely. Hooray. And then it just go up. All right, now let's go over here. Let's back up some. All right. Let's start recording. It's recording. Let's do this. Let's draw an area to select me. There, it found me. Let's confirm it. All right, it is confirming me. So now it sees me. Let's put on a glove. Let's ride downhill. You know, if this thing crashes into the hill, it crashes into the hill. I was trying to be really careful with it, but all right. So there's it moving around a little bit. So there it is up there. So I'm gonna go slow it first, give it a chance. Adjust the camera. Oh, it's about to crash. Nope, there. Okay, so it sounds like it's following me. I'll tell you, I'm going like 6 or 8 miles an hour right now. And there it is, look at that. See that? I went 100 yards, not even, I went 80 yards, about 8 miles an hour, open. I'm wearing black and gray on a light tan dirt, so contrast is very high. Leaving tracking mode, no kidding. And look at this. Look how the app now, look at that. The app can't refresh the whole screen. Let's leave the app. Let's go back into the app. Let's connect. Let's get it close to us. All right, let's get in the middle of the road. It's right above us, see that? Let's try and track one last time. All right, let's see. You know, I'm really disappointed because I thought this drone was going to be a lot of fun. And right now it's zero fun. No fun whatsoever. All right, let's go. Last chance. I'm gonna go slow because that's what mountain biking is all about, is going slow. Yay, it's so much fun it is going this slow. Now it's tracking me. Let's start to speed it up. All right, it's doing better. I have no idea if the camera's looking at me. We'll find out. All right, there you have it, folks. It lost me again after a quarter mile. And there's the standard Skye app where it's not updating the other half of the screen. So let's just bring this thing back. Oh yeah, by the way, it quit recording video on its own too. This camera being pointed like that isn't a defect with this one. It's how they made it. Talk about more of that later. Stick these. All right, guys. I'm gonna hop on the mountain bike. I'm gonna talk through a few things here. Keep in mind, all of this is my opinion. So I'm not speaking for the company, but in my opinion, I got some pretty strong opinions about this one. So, one, it just wasted a day of mountain biking for me, which drives me completely insane. If you're coming out to get shots, then that's what you want to do. You don't want to have to deal with this crap. So, one thing that drives me crazy what's going on, man? One thing that drives me nuts more than anything is when a company makes claims about something that their equipment just doesn't do. Now, do I think that this Skye Orbit will work if you're just on a leisurely stroll through the park? Well, actually at this point, no, I don't. And I'm not going to take the time to test it either. So, but you know, saying that this is a great follow me drone and that it has this tracker that is so accurate, from what I can tell, the tracker does nothing. So like I was saying, from what I can tell, the tracker thing, the bracelet, the leg strap, the home arrest device, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't seem like it does anything other than lose connection, at which point it shuts the drone from tracking you. So it looks like the drone only tracks you from contrast. And when I talked to their sales rep earlier, I asked about that. He said, yes, it's looking for, you know, you draw a box, it's looking for a group of colored pixels, and then tracking those pixels and just using the bracelet to assist it, which makes zero sense. Follow me regardless. If you lose me tracking wise, the default should not be to stay there. It should be to still follow me, then I'll regroup, but it doesn't do that. So huge thumbs down. You know, I'm really bugged that, in my opinion, it looks like there's claims made about this thing that it just doesn't do it. So what are my final thoughts on this Skye Intelligence Technologies Orbit Plus? You know, I was really excited to get one of these and to fly it. I didn't think it would follow me going downhill, you know, at 30 or 40 miles an hour, but 10, 15, 20. It says it can track you at 22 miles an hour. It can't, because from my experience, it can't track you at all. Wow, you have to forgive the hair here. Jeez. So this thing, so I'm going to run through a couple things. So I spoke with Skye Intelligence Technologies about this. And they said that this GPS tracker that you wear, which is this thing, is there to kind of provide an assist. Yet this will log on to like 12 or 14 satellites and is the GPS of your body, which you're probably tracking. And if you're not tracking that, if you're tracking your dog, you can put this on your dog. No matter what, if it loses the visual thing that you've drawn on the screen, it should always follow this. It doesn't. If it loses that thing that it drew on the screen, that it's just looking for contrast on, so you go by a dark tree and you're wearing dark stuff, it's going to lose you, it just stops and hovers in midair. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. You have a GPS tracker that's attached to what you're following. Keep following this. Dumbest thing ever. That needs to be fixed. 2, the footage that I saw, this is fine like this. As soon as it starts going like this, the footage starts tilting as well. Maybe in some areas you could get a cinematic look with that. You might get a shot or two off there by accident, but overall, not good. 1-axis gimbal. Battery life, maybe it's 20 minutes because I spent 20 minutes fiddling with the thing to try and get me to track me. The app is buggy. As you saw, it only refreshed the screen, half the time. This is supposed to have a retail price of $799 without a controller, with a battery. And then there will be like a $999 price with an extra battery and something else. I can't say that you should buy this. When I spoke to them earlier, they had said that they didn't really make this for the more geeky drone geeks, which fine, I'm a geeky drone geek. I want it to follow me, do all kinds of stuff. They said this is more for like the person that's out walking or out doing like pretty leisurely stuff and they want to just get some shots. It's not for those cinematic adventure sport type shots. But at $800, it should be. Between $300 and $500, you have the Dobby and you have the Breeze 4K, or you have a Phantom 3 Standard. Now that doesn't do follow me, but you have the Dobby and the Breeze, which is 4K. This is 1080p at under $500, and this thing's supposed to be $800. The design is really cool. It's a little cumbersome, but you know what? It went right out of my bag just fine. But the tech in it, in my opinion, is awful. I can't spend any more time with it unless there's like a serious upgrade. They do a major thing. Here's the other dumb thing. Look, this camera goes to 90 degrees. See that? Yet it locks itself to like right here or even right here. So when it was 50 feet above me and I moved it out like even 30 feet, it couldn't get me in the frame. I was at the top of the frame. I had to come closer. So I can't get this down low and even get any kind of a shot. And they said that's because they didn't think of using it for like cinematic style shots. That's just a dumb excuse. So, cool design, terrible tech. I wouldn't buy it. If I were you, $799, I'd go buy a Mavic or a Karma. They're both going to be great. Yeah, the Karma doesn't have follow functions yet. I don't know that this one will at any point, but to be honest, the follow tech in most drones so far has been terrible, including the Phantom 4. The Phantom 4 is not that great. If you think it is, it's really not. It is in certain environments, but if you're trying to do anything like mountain biking, it's awful. So, but $799, you can get a Mavic Pro that should have good follow tech from what they've shown. We'll see. Or the Karma, like you can't launch something that's 1080p, 30 or 60 frames a second. It's hard to use with the buggy app that doesn't work at the same price as those guys. I don't know how they're going to make it. They need to do some serious rethinking here. Hopefully they have the money to do so, because I cannot recommend this. So even though I got this for free, you know, I'll always give you honest reviews. Because if I told you guys to buy this and you did, you'd never watch my channel again. So, cool design, terrible drone. You guys keep watching, I'll keep making videos. If you don't know, right now I'm giving away a camera bag. When I reach 7,500 subscribers, I'm up over, I think, 6,600 now. Look at the card to the right. It's not a drone bag. It's a legit, regular, proper camera bag. It's a sling bag that's an anti-theft. It's got slash resistance to it, some secure zippers. So take a look at that. It says CamSafe Z14. I'm giving that away to somebody for free at 7,500. And I have a ton of new giveaways that are going to be coming up over the next couple of months. Lots of stuff coming in. So stay tuned, guys. I've got a Mavic Pro coming. I just got a Typhoon H with RealSense that came in yesterday. I know that a lot of people have been waiting for the Typhoon H review. Even though there's a bunch out there, I'm gonna put my spin on it. We'll see how it does some following. And that's it. So yay or nay? This is a definite nay. And that's it, guys. So you keep watching. I'll keep making videos. Have a great week.